Oh, my house is my house is I've been remodeling my house for a couple, maybe a month or two. Little stuff was happening prior to me remodeling, but now since I'm remodeling, all kinds of weird stuff is happening. All kinds of weird stuff. Like I'll put something somewhere and it's not there. I look for 30 minutes and I go back to where I originally started looking and then it's there 30 minutes later. I physically watched stuff just, fall off of. I'm not really superstitious. I don't even know if I believe in ghosts. My husband does not believe in ghosts. But something is going on. At first I thought I was crazy. I thought I was going crazy. But now I'm telling you, something is going on. Something is going on in my house. I've watched stuff fly off my counter. My cats are acting so weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It feels like my floors feel like energy's running through it. Like, you know how like if there's a loose wire or something in your house, radiation or something. Are you remodeling? So, um, the cats are maybe. No, my cats are petrified. That's what my cats are petrified. I've had these cats for 5 and 6 years. Like the one that's in my car right now with me. Like she is a trooper. She kills anything that moves. Mice, my son's hamster. But she is petrified. Both of them are petrified. I can feel like this energy. It makes my hair stick out like static electricity. It's bad. Like I can feel it in my feet. Like my hair starts sticking out. My necklace is my grandmother's remains. My necklace is my grandmother's remains. My necklace will hang straight out like this. Like gravity doesn't do that. My husband doesn't believe in it either. He thinks I'm nuts. He thinks I'm absolutely nuts. I can hear like whispering. Like maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I need to go turn myself into a psych ward or something. Like it's so weird. I see stuff at my corner of my eye. Like I don't know. It's strange stuff is happening. Like really strange. And I've been in denial for the last like month or so. But it's stuff is happening. I was just like, oh, you just don't remember where you put your keys. Or I'm like, I just checked there. I put my keys in the same spot every day. Every day. I come in, I stick them in the bowl. Every day. I'll go to leave. Do not club up a hairball in my car. Yes. Nice. My cat sounds like she's dying back there. I hope it's my grandma. Get me. No. Are you better now? I guess not. Oh God, something else for me to clean up. And my dad. Actually, to me, me and my grandmother are super, super close. Super close. Like she was my mother had me at 16 years old when she was 16 years old. So I grew. Kitty. So my grandfather was really old school. So my mom had to get married to my real father, who's a real piece of work. Um, but she got married to him at 16 years old. She still completed high school. I went to my mom's high school graduation. Um, but it didn't work between my mother and my real father, obviously, because he please. My mother and my real father, for all kinds of reasons. Um, so I grew up in a house with all my aunts and uncles, and my mother and my grandparents. So my grandparents were like my parents, and my aunts and uncles are like my siblings. Me and my uncle are only like 10 years apart, 10, 12 years apart. And so I was like one of them, you know? And we all have the same last name. My mom gave me her maiden name. So we were all Kendalls, you know? And it was nothing for, you know, us all to be together and my grandfather take us somewhere, and me, Michael, David, Billy, Stephanie, and Barbara. And when both my grandparents had passed, my grandfather passed when I was 21, getting ready to turn 22. I was 9 months pregnant with my daughter, Miranda. And that was very hard. He had ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and that was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. So there's no cure for ALS. It's terminal illness. Oh no. I watched the strongest man I've ever known wither away to nothing, to where he couldn't feed himself. What ALS is, it's a muscular, like, deterioration. Deteriorate your muscles from the inside. You know, it started in his toe and worked its way up. It gets to the point where you can't even cough up phlegm or anything like that. 1905, God, that was a long time ago. Yeah, that's what I think happened to me. The ghosts are acting up. I'm like, they're not violent or anything, but they make themselves known. I swear, they make themselves known. Just recently, that's what I changed the bathroom and stuff, and that's where That's where I hear everything, and everything is happening in the back part of my house where I'm remodeling, and it's freaking me out, but I'm kind of getting used to it, you know, like. I'll feel when it's like I told you, my hair will stick straight up, like, and my necklace. It feels like things that aren't like magnetized or become like magnetized. Excuse me. Like my necklace will be out, and I won't even realize it, but then I'll feel it go like that. Yeah, I do. I do. I talk to it like it's my grandmother. My kids and my husband catch me. Oh God, turn the heater on. Oh my God. Was turning the lamps on. Was turning my husband's grandmother's lamp on every night. It got to the point where I said, "Can you please just turn it off?" I got tired of getting out of bed and turning it off. And like they don't try to hurt me or anything, but they just make themselves known. Like I don't feel threatened. I don't feel in danger. I don't feel my kids are in danger. My husband, he just thinks I'm nuts. So to know it. It was running draft in a BB gun. I thought I thought it first. I thought we were gonna butthead. Yeah, I have a funny story tell you. This is what made me think that it was ghost. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this story. The story gives me goosebumps every time I tell it. So, my son was about 3 years old, and I lived in an apartment, and I worked nights. My husband was home with my son, and I get this call. I get this call from my husband. He says, "Babe, Joshua," my son's name's Joshua. "Babe, Joshua is talking to somebody," and he's like, sounds real like anxious. So I'm like, oh, I said, "What are you talking?" I said, he's a baby. Babies do that. Kids do that. And he said, "No, Bram." I said, "What'd he say?" "My husband's mother is a twin. Her twin brother's name was," oh God, now I can't think of it. Jesus. But I never met him. He was dead before I got with my husband. What is my husband's uncle's name? I can't think of it right now. But my son's never met him. I've never met him. So it'll come to me in a second. And when it comes to me, I'll like yell it out. I've never met him. My son's never met him. He's been deceased like in the 80s or early 90s. So what the conversation between my husband and son was, my son said, "Hey Dad, I see ghosts." My husband says, "What, Joshua? You see ghosts? What, on TV or whatever?" He said, "No, Dad, I see ghosts. I see Uncle," I can't remember his name. Uncle, what is freaking name? Willie. His name's Willie. See, I knew it was coming. Alan is my dad's name. Willie. His name's Willie. He said, "I see Uncle Willie." My son has never even heard us talk about it. I don't know him, so why would I talk about it? He said, "I see Uncle Willie." My husband said, "What, Joshua?" I said, "Yeah, I see Uncle Willie." Uncle Willie said he'll see you again someday. Don't be sad. And Uncle Willie wants to know why Nan threw dirt on him. I said, "What?" He said, "Why Nan threw dirt on him?" My husband said, "What?" And so my husband called his grandmother and said, "Nan, Joshua's saying he's talking to Willie, and Willie wants to know why you threw dirt on him. What is he talking about?" His grandmother said, "Brian, Willie wanted to be cremated, and I buried him." I almost peed my pants. So that freaked me out a little bit. I was like, oh. So that freaked me out. Because I was like, oh, they say children can see ghosts. I personally don't think I've ever seen ghosts, like, I had experience like that. Yep, Alan, A-L-A-N, that's my dad. That's my daddy. But yeah, so after that, he's never talked about anything ever again. Yeah, that's kind of freaky too. I have a chilling story about my cousin. We were little, and my uncle used to always go to camping, and I'm horrible with names. At Deep Creek, maybe it is Deep Creek. We would go. They would go camping in Deep Creek. My cousin Becky was probably 6. So my cousin Becky was probably 6, and she would be called like carrying a conversation with herself, playing by herself, just crazy stuff. My aunt's jewelry box would go off once they came home from camping. My aunt's jewelry box would go off every night, and she's like, "What is going on?" She would hear feet like run to the bathroom. She'd go check on the girls. The girls were sound asleep. So one day Becky was playing in her room, and she's talking, and she's telling my Aunt Carol, you need to set a place. You need to set a place for blah blah blah. And so my aunt's like, "What? What are you talking about, Becky? You got a make-believe friend?" And she's like, no, Mom. Well, it started to get to the point where Becky and this little girl, Becky and whatever, would play in the middle of the night, and my aunt would say, go to bed. Stuff started happening in my aunt and uncle's bedroom, like the jewelry box would go off constant and be turned all the way around the wrong way. Hearing kids' footprints, back and forth. So then my aunt said, "Becky, who are you talking to? Who is this person?" My cousin Becky stated this little girl's full name. First, middle, last. My aunt said, "Why is she here? Becky, why is she with you?" Becky said, "I brought her back from camping. She can't find her mommy and daddy. She's looking for her mommy and daddy, and she can't find her mommy and daddy." My Aunt Carol went and looked up the name. Apparently, there was a bad car accident, and Mom, Dad, and the daughter passed away. And for some reason, I got goosebumps on my leg. For some reason, the little girl realized that Becky could see her, and Becky brought her home. And for my cousin at 6 years old to state this girl's full name, the mom's first name, the dad's first name, and to know that they were in a car accident. That right there, that was enough for me to be like, what? There was no way for her to know this or anything. It happened 8 months prior to them going camping is when the accident, my mailman's just getting here, happened when 8 months prior to, I have ADHD, if you can see, everything distracts me. 8 months from the time they went camping. So it was, my aunt had to light a candle and tell the little girl that her parents are not here, that if she would, go wherever, maybe she'll find her parents there, that she's not supposed to be here, or she wants to be with her parents. Her parents probably crossed over. It was crazy. And I don't even think Becky remembers it. Becky's probably, I don't know, 5-6 years younger than me. Maybe a little bit younger. And I don't think she remembers it at all, but I remember it clear as day. Just with my, what happened with my Aunt Carol and the jewelry box and her talking to this little girl that nobody else could see. Oh, I got a package. It's my time to kill it, baby. Melvin don't even know me. I can't get out of my car. Okay, you sleep on the porch. Thank you. What are you saying, Joshua? I need to I don't know what happens. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I don't know. It's like asking if there's a heaven. I don't know. I don't know that either. You know. I know. I hope there is. I know. I'd rather go die believing in God. But I'd rather go believing in God and him not exist than me go not believing in God and have to deal with the consequences. I know that. So, I guess it's all about faith. You know? It's all about faith. I guess it's all what you put your faith into. Have any of you played the game to Hunt the Killer? Just wondering. Or even know what it is. I believe that. I believe that too. If your soul leaves your body. I physically have seen people die. My grandmother, my husband's friend, and I've seen the life leave their bodies. Like, it's weird. It's crazy. I used to be an addict. I OD'd one time, and I was taken to the hospital, and I was brought. I was taken to the hospital, John Hopkins, and I woke up with tubes down my throat. They cut my clothes off me. They hit me with Narcan, which is a medicine to bring you out of withdrawal. I mean, bring you out of OD, of overdose. And while I was under, like, I remember it was like going to sleep. I was here and then I wasn't here. I seen bright colors. Stop knocking my phone over, kid. I seen bright color, like the most vibrant colors ever. They were so bright, and it was like I was walking through a kaleidoscope. Here in the physical world, I didn't know what was going on at this time. I mean, I was drugged down the street, my feet and clothes cut off me, tubes inserted down my throat. None of that existed where I was. Where I was, it was peaceful. It might have been a dream. It might have, I don't know. Yeah, I know. It's dark. And I gotta be careful because there's a fox that wants to eat my cat around here. I seen it yesterday. So I gotta make sure my kids don't get eaten by a fox. But, yeah. So. Yeah, I guess you could. That's what I said. I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? But I know I wasn't here, and my physical body meant nothing to me. You could have done anything to my physical body, and I did not feel it there. And I woke up like I woke up from a dream. Like I know it started with vibrant, darker, maroons and navy and dark, deep purple, and then it got lighter and lighter and lighter till it was, bright whites and like bright sky blue, like bright yellow. My husband was bringing me dinner. And then I just kept walking. I mean, it was peaceful and beautiful. It was like walking in a hallway. It was like walking in a long hallway. Yeah, I hate daylight savings time. You're in Florida. You get an extra 45 minutes. But yeah, I just know it was very peaceful. I didn't see people. I didn't see anything like that. I was just in an echoey, long kaleidoscope. No, I mean, and it was gorgeous, and I guess it just wasn't my time to go, or whatever. But it was like falling asleep. If I would have not came back to, I don't think I would have known I was dead. Like, my soul was still doing something. I was physically, as I said, I don't know if it was like a dream, like, because that's what it felt like. It felt like it was like a dream, like how you dream, but it was more vivid than a dream. You know, like, it was like, what are them dreams you can control? Like, I guess, like, are they like lucid dreams or something like that you can control? But it was like that. I mean, I couldn't control it, but I was the only person there, and I just know I started in like a deep, you're not getting out the window, a deep dark, kaleidoscope, and got to brighter. But I guess before I finished my walk through my kaleidoscope, what was that? Before I finished my walk through my kaleidoscope, I guess the medication that they gave me, Narcan, kicked in, and I jumped up off the table. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it was. I know I was not breathing. I was not breathing. I mean, for them to have to stick a tube down my throat. And like I said, I did not feel nothing that was happening. I guess it was like being unconscious. It was deeper than a sleep, because when somebody's sleeping and you pinch them or something, they jump and they move. Yeah, that's exactly. I do know that. I know severe anger. Like, my aunt used to get so mad at my uncle, she would black out. Like, but she would still be here moving in the physical world. This, I was limp. I was dead weight, but I was alive, not here. Obviously, I was not here. But I couldn't hear anything going on here. It was like being in a coma, I guess. Just in an echoey coma. I mean, I don't know what it's like to be in a coma, but that's how I imagine a coma would be.